Hello, beautiful Virgo. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive into it right away by pulling your symbols first. This is going to be here for your next 4 weeks, and we're going to jump into your coffee cup. If you're new here, I am Divine Light, and I'm so happy you have joined me today. And if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give some love. Go ahead, hit the like button and subscribe. It's a free way to be here. Hit the bell so you never miss a video. Okay, this is looking so far so good. Usually the crops and the sickle can symbolize some maybe a hard time coming forward that you need to start saving things, but then it's followed by the stars. Stars are wish fulfillment. Stars are the future desires manifesting rather quickly, and you can see you're setting off to a new journey, and you can see your ship right here again keeps sailing forward. So it seems like here, some of you, if you want to travel, it can be the opportunity showing itself. But before you go, this can be a sign telling you better start saving, okay? Saving your money, saving your resources, or putting some things on the side. And if you have plenty of something, a crop right there, this doesn't mean always that the famine is going to come. I feel like in your situation here, put it on the side because you're going to use it in this journey. Okay. Some of you might be literally traveling to far lands, and this is like a new travel adventure opportunity. It can also be setting sail to a new adventure, like life wise. This can be maybe taking a leap of faith and starting that project you had in your mind for a long time, and then you're finding the resources for it. The stars are aligning for it, but we might want to have some change on the side. When you need it, you can use it. Okay. Another thing shows up here is a dog. Dog can be indicative of you being loyal to this project and like keeping up with it, following through. Another thing with the dog's vibe is it's actually about having a companion that is loyal to you. We have a hound here. So if you're going to hunt, they're going to be helping with the hunt. Okay. They're going to be right by you, protecting as well as collecting for you. Okay. This is not in a negative sense. I feel like this is a positive sense. Maybe even sometimes when I used to do like freelancing designs, I used to have a hard time to ask for my cost and like whatever it is that the payment. I had this girlfriend, she used to help me. It can be someone like that because she was in the business for so long and she knew the right wording, basically like the professional way of. Maybe this is a person who can help you word things out in a professional way. Okay, let's dive into your coffee cup now and see. It was holding really tightly, so I feel for some of you might be getting something really in your heart that you wanted but never get the chance to receive it. It seems like it's showing here. I see there's a pathway opening within the first week. There are 2 tears of joy on this pathway. One of them is like you receiving some good news. That's why I see like there's a sale here. The pathway can be also an option, an opportunity presenting itself. Okay. And there's 1 tears of joy showing up first. So some good news are coming from an outside resource. And then the pathway, the 2nd tears of joy, and the pathway is opening. So this can be, you're going to have like an insight of the second thing coming forward. And maybe you even have a plan. There are 2 people standing on this pathway having a conversation, and the dog is right here listening to the conversation. That's why I feel some of you might have someone behind you, or like behind, basically protecting you. Also like advising, good advice they're giving. Okay. And that's going to be very useful in this journey. Another thing I see when we come inside, there's a wind blowing. I feel like a wind is blowing here. There's a woman, her hair is blowing in the wind. And there's a masculine figure, maybe a male figure, we can say, that is actually covering her. I see a letter B here. It can be in the name of the person. And it seems like the man has a cloak. This cloak can symbolize the authority of this male figure. The first week is here. Big story, guys. I see another person, another woman wearing this long white dress, and she has her hairdo and like hair upwards, and she's holding a cup in her hand. Cup can be an emotionally fulfilling offer. Kind of looks like a tuning fork as well. That will retune the things in your life. And the emotionally fulfilling offer can be a low offer, but I see a feminine figure here. So the feminine figure is going to take female, or maybe is going to take an action. It doesn't have to be always romance. It can be doing something you love together, because Ace of Cups is followed by the 2 of Cups. this person can be someone who can really have a beautiful exchange of energy. Okay. So it can be someone who you're going to build a business together. It can be someone who's going to help you with your maybe mental state to feel empowered. And the triangle tells me this person might have also this kind of like integrity of triangle. Okay. What happens here is this person is someone, I told you, really powerful. And there is also, I see a nun in front of them. So, and the nun is actually being kissed by another male figure here too. I said nun, but I see a woman, her hair is covered. So this person might be igniting something within you and you're coming up with the creative ideas. And the hair tie, actually, the hair cover can symbolize that you're keeping them to yourself first. You're not really putting them out there. The masculine figure coming forward, either you're pulling the energy of a male figure here, or it can be coming together with like a man. That can be like if you're a female, or if you're a male, maybe you're finding this lady, she has creative, amazing ideas. Okay. And what happens there is you're coming together. The man is kissing the forehead of the lady. Like you're starting some innocent partnership here. Okay. And even relationships are partnership. And then it's turning into something passionate. As you set your hair down, open the ideas and start revealing things, the wind is going to start blowing really fast, especially within the first week time. I see this here, okay? Another thing I followed by that is letter V is starting to form, kind of like a torch is starting to burn. So you might want to, like, there's some passion starts to ignite. What happens, Virgo? Virgo is the V, by the way. Thing is, you're starting really passionately this thing. I see now like a face. When I look through the camera, I see it, but when I look at outside the camera, I don't see it. There is like a male figure here with a crown, kind of looks like a Joker in the Batman, and that person is like fairly traumatized and traumatizing as well. So it seems like there's something's healing within you, okay? If you had maybe a negative relationship with authority figures or masculine male figures, it seems like that's also coming to surface for healing as well. Because you're going to have so much support, and then you're going to have maybe this internal opposition that this might not be safe. So gut feeling is a different thing, okay? Gut feeling is a different thing. And if that's like a gut feeling is telling you walk away from it, you should walk away from it. But if this gut feel, it's not a gut feeling, but it's a fear which feels around like your chest, I think, your throat. This is like when you're having a hard time to speak. It can be something different. But the thing is, this really requires tuning in with your body and with your thoughts to understand the difference, okay? What happens through that is there's a torch burning here, and there's maybe uneasy thoughts are going to rise to surface. But following that, I see there are two like moment of clarity coming to you, especially within the second week. I see there's a conversation happening between two people here, and there's a third person also. 3 people having back and forth communication lines opening. That's going to maybe even clarify if you have any like solid questions in your mind. And the best part of this, I feel, because I told you there are 3 people I see and their minds are like all warped together. When you have a question, you need to address it. You need to speak about it, okay? And you're going to get responses. And if you don't get a satisfying response, you need to ask again. You need to ask again in a different way. So that's why I feel like this clarity is coming through communication. That's why it's important. And I told you there's phone lines here forming. This doesn't have to be people that you're seeing face to face every day. You can be asking questions through email, through texting, but the questions are going to be really like opening up pathways in between. You can see their pathways are opening in between these people. So if you have any doubts and the doubts are right, that's going to also be revealed to you through questions, okay? And questions should be here, not like destructive criticisms like level, which is you can feel it and the other person can feel it as well. This is about curiosity and trying to understand. And the thing is, another thing I feel here, because this person is not going to get offended, but the person in front of you is getting offended by the questions, that's innocent questions that you're asking. That's not the passion. That's not the person that you can have this passionate development and growth together, okay? Another thing I see here, I'm talking about this This can be a partnership for some of you. This can also be your like a level of the growth in your life. Okay, maybe somebody's coming into your life for a reason, so you can complete that whatever it is that you're going through and jump into like your new era here. Third week, this questioning continues, but I see there's like a piranha coming here, another fish coming here. Piranhas, you know, I don't know if you ever seen the movies of them. They're scary. And I see someone like opening their eyes really like a big and swimming towards you, and they want to bite. Okay, they want to bite off of you. This can be a person, like they're small in scale, but they might come up with like a very destructive mindset. I see a number 7 here, which indicates wisdom and knowledge. And so instead of maybe just playing their game, you need to use your knowledge and wisdom here to get out of that situation. And at the end of the third week, I see here kind of looks like Athena's hat. I don't know if you ever see that Athena's sculpture. She has like this helmet on her head, and like she's wearing this kind of looks like a body shape, but also armor. She wears this thick armor. Athena is the god of war, I think, what I remember, as a she. So even though we think that war is the game of men, I feel like she was the like just and fair god of war, because she can consider both sides of the spectrum rather than seeing only masculine side. So what happens, she's facing another one, which reminds me of kind of like I wanted to say Aries. I think Aries, and there is like a skull in between. So these are going to be the clash of titans and clash of like gods, but it's not really outside of you. It's not really something outside your life. I feel like this is you showing up in very like a bright armor and bringing light to a situation, but you're going to be facing with a dark situation here within the third week. And the thing is, though, this is something I see there are 2 people behind this person waiting for you to come here and just get them out of there, out of this situation. This can be a pact. This can be the impact that you're going to do in people's lives. Another thing here, I know this is getting really like life mission type of a thing, and within the next 4 weeks, I don't know how this is going to actually accelerate and come to this level. But if you're doing any social work, I feel like here you might get some sort of like an opposition. Like social work can be anything, guys, serving to humanity, basically whatever that you're doing. And it can get like in a moment that you're gonna face like an evil, but then you're gonna overcome it real quickly here. Another feeling I got here is there are 2 lambs behind this person. You can see one of them is like looks like a goat, and this person is like hiding them away. And these can be the things you're again in your mental challenge, that you are hiding away 2 things that are lesser of a value. In order for you to get higher of a value, you need to let go of those things, and you might be within you protecting them. Okay, so these can be the things that are going to, when you let them go, it is going to really open up space. And the thing is, this morning I was watching a video about someone actually losing a pet when they were really young, and she was carrying that energy all her life long in her body, and that was blocking her progress, okay, and certain things in her life and triggering certain things. So what happens is, after she tapped it away and she accepted that it wasn't her fault, well, guess what, as soon as I mentioned her, I have a problem cat as well. He has been through the therapy and taken the medicine, but he has a problem. And he's really shaky, but he wants to be a cat and he wants to jump on things, and he just jumped on here and messed everything up. So maybe I have something to face too here. So this is actually, there's a healing happening for some of you guys. Okay, and I see there's an angel appearing after that. If you're going through this kind of a thing, it can be with a person, it can be with a pet, it can be with a circumstance you're dealing with. It can, whatever it is that is frustrating for you, that you don't have any control over, which I don't have a control over this animal because he had some neurological problems. Even though he's healed, he can understand now. His body's still shaky, and he wants to be a cat. He just keeps jumping and knocking these all of the time. Anyways, so whatever it is that you cannot control and frustrating, I feel like this is also a sign that you are on the brink of evolving through that, okay? Just overcoming that situation. And I can see within the 4th week, there's an angel landing, even looks like a bird, kind of like an owl to me. You might get like an intuitive nudge to maybe go towards the solution, find the solution to this problem, okay? Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind and let's see what the answer is going to be for that. It is like something thick, but it's resolving real quickly. I feel like it's maybe instead of fighting with the situation, it's about like dealing with head on, okay? That's what I was talking about. This lady, she had a problem with an animal. There's a channel, I forgot his name. He's doing faster EFT, and he actually heals her through EFT. And she lost the animal and she's still feeling bad about it. And she has a chihuahua, have this kind of shakes like the cat that I have. There's a chunk of money showing up. So it can be the solution to the problem too when you resolve it. And your desire is something resolving really quickly. So it can be something that is bothering you right now. Let's focus on that. And it has a very simple solution. This is something that you're carrying from the past. It's a burden on your back here. But at the end of the 4th week, it is just washing completely away, okay? It's going to be fast, but it's about recognizing that too and pointing the finger, oh, this is the problem that I don't want anymore, okay? Seeing it, facing it. So let's dive into your the tarot now. He's sitting right there. I'm wondering what he's going to do next. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. 9 of Cups is a beautiful opportunity here. It's actually your wish fulfillment. The things are aligning perfectly. 9 Cups align perfectly, meaning 9 different desires are aligning. Satisfaction is coming. And because we have all these salmon here and fish can symbolize material satisfaction. So this will basically involve material satisfaction for you. 5 of Shells is 5 of Pentacles. This is actually being left out in the cold, but we have 6 of Wands under the deck here. So during the process, you might feel alone. Maybe you're not going to feel support because you're changing. You're going to become someone totally different at the end of this journey. And what can be the problem is when you become someone else, you're not going to accommodate those you were actually allowing into your space and not saying no to. And that change is not going to be good for some who were actually maybe dipping their hands in your honey jar. So that's why 5 of Pentacles is feeling like, okay, I'm losing all this support. But on the contrary, you're actually like seeing the negative side of the story. It doesn't mean that you're being left out by those people or that is not really something is not serving you anymore, because there's something better coming forward to serve you, which we have the bearer of justice here. Justice will be served. The karma is working. It's wheels, and it's you completing a cycle totally. And if you actually earn something, you are going to receive it. If this can be also legal accomplishment, a contract passing through, something is really working on your highest good. We have 6 of Fossils here. This is 6 of Pentacles. This is also symbolizing after the 5 of Shells. This is 5 of Cups. Either way, feeling left out, not receiving your heart's desire. 6 of Fossils is 6 of Pentacles, which is your desires, your wishes are magically being fulfilled, receiving help, support, and being able to also get that support is going to really put you in a mental state of highest, which will maybe even help you help others too. We have High Priestess here with the 9 of Shells. It seems like you are being directed towards your gut feeling. I told you, differentiate between the fear and the intuition. And the intuition will guide you towards this highest good, this heart's desire. Okay, guys, your wish fulfillment. So you need to really be in touch with that in order to hear it. 5 of Cups is actually you are not receiving certain things that you desire because something better is waiting for you, and you already have these resources available to you that you can use it, and that will actually get you to where you want to go. I'm going to give you a simple example. For example, maybe you are actually not getting along at your workplace and you want to give your 2 weeks and you're wondering, what am I going to do if I leave this job? I don't have anything else. You might have a skill that you don't usually use. Maybe an extra language, maybe your talking skills, maybe your sketching skills. whatever it is that is, maybe you're really good at Excel. Okay, Microsoft Excel is actually an amazing program if you ever used it, which I used to use in the past. Maybe you're very good at it. You're amazing organizing things, and like you can Mary Kondo someone's life. If you don't know her, she was actually organizing people's homes, and she had a big program, TV program back in the day. So not far along away. So it seems like those resources are going to be really useful because this is happening, so you can tap into those. Justice comes to free you from what's holding you back. This can be even a contract or maybe a payment, a credit, something that you have been paying, maybe that is trapping you. It seems like you're being relieved off of that too. Six of Pentacles comes with a Fool energy. So the help, the material help coming into your life, really going to set things to a better outcome. Okay, so you're gonna actually start taking a leap of faith, step into the unknown. With the help coming in, is going to give you the hope to restart again, and instead of just maybe dwelling in the past. Okay, you're just gonna break free, basically, physically, mentally, and also spiritually. You're gonna head on to a new adventure. Let's get to your oracle part now. Serendipity, 4-leaf clover. Some of you are getting really lucky during this time. So you need to, if you don't see it, you need to start to, aligning with the 9 of Cups. I feel like you're going to see it directly. Your luck is starting to turn around, which is going to also bring this certainty, this calmness to you, okay? And enjoy those calm moments because they're going to probably help you connect with your intuition better. We have here and now. This is really important to focus, keep your focus in the moment, rather than thinking about the past or what's going to happen in the future. Whatever keeps you here and now, you have the ability to explore those things and go dive deep into it, and then maybe find that what keeps you happy in the moment. And then that's going to also help you recognize the opportunities and the resources available to you at that moment, okay? We have message in a bottle. Some of you might be actually getting news, some good news, or some direction without even realizing through a phone call. So it's okay to really maybe just pick up the phone and call someone if you want, if you feel like it, or if someone is calling you that you haven't talked to for a while, have a little chat with them. Let's see what they're going to deliver. We have a leg up, exactly the 6 of Pentacles energy. Some of you are getting a leg up here. You're going to get the help that you need, like the baby bear climbing on the mother's back. This is basically you climbing on the back of the divine to ride the wave. You can see the divine is watching here. Even if it looks like somebody else is helping you, always remember that this is actually their duty. Their divine is actually give them the duty to come and intervene. Okay, let's see your oracle, and then we're going to pull a final message after this. Which one wants to come? Someone, the house cards. 12th house coming forward. This is the area of your life that is overwhelming you, and do you yield to a greater cause or power? The 12th house can represent maybe your life purpose here at the end of the day, where you're gonna what you're gonna do with your life. It can be also, let me see, so you need to really make your decisions wisely during this time, and love and compassion and spiritual transcendence can be also coming. You understand why certain things are playing out that way. And also this can be overwhelming during the time while you are actually processing those. Let's dive. This is going to be your final message. Let's pull that one and see. We have a reveal showing here. May openness lead you to connection. So yeah, I told you, like, you might get like a connection coming forward, and one connection will leave, another one come forth, but you need to be open to this new reveal. It can reveal to you something that you need to hear as well. Okay. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.